Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. This is the 2nd of May. This weekend will be, as a matter of fact, Kathy and I may work on it this afternoon, taking down Easter and putting up our patriotic. So that's what we'll be decorated with through the summer, but usually the weekend after, like the first weekend in May, I put all my patriotic up. Today we're just going to go through, this is the bag of stuff I brought back from Stitch West. If you want to look at all the pics so far that I've got uploaded, Stitch West 2025 spring, you can go look. And I did see some came under Stitch West spring 2025. So if you go look up that hashtag, it will, you can find pictures that people have posted. There's some really cute ones. I have a video that I haven't posted yet of shepherd's bush. I'm trying to get it. The reason I haven't uploaded it so far is I would like, after I watched it, I'd like to slow it down. But if I slow it down, then our voices sound crazy. So then I'm gonna put music, I'll have to put music over it, or we'll sound like Charlie Brown's teacher. So that's the reason I have not got it uploaded yet. It's just a quick look around. I think it's like 9 minutes or something. And when I slow it down, it'll make it a little longer. But I feel like I'm going so fast that you can't even stop it fast enough. Say if you saw something you wanted to call Shepherd's Bush or call your LNS about, or look up online, I think it's going so fast that you won't be able to stop it without trying to rewind it a little bit and rewind like this, and that's such a pain. So I'm going to try to get that finagled this weekend and get it uploaded. We had the very best time. Ogden is beautiful. We've been to Colorado, and we've been way up high between the, I think it's the Arapahoe National Forest and the Rocky Mountain National Forest, if my brain is working right, and it may not be. But we were like way up high, and we went to the highest points and everything, where they tell you, like, you know, there's pink snow on the ground. Don't eat the pink snow because it's radioactive. And listen, I ain't eating snow up there, no way. In my backyard, if it's up on top of a table or something, I'll make snow ice cream. But I ain't eating nothing off the ground like that, let's just be honest. But it was so beautiful. We're like 3 sides. So I've never been like that. Like, there was literally, like, we just drove into this like little wedge. Like, this little wedge, you go in, and then the mountains are around you on 3 sides. And I kept telling them, y'all, this looks fake. It's so beautiful. It really looks like a painted backdrop for a movie, or like, you know, at the beginning of the movies, I don't think they show it anymore, where they used to show the mountain range and it looked like not real. That's what it looked like to me. It was so beautiful. It didn't even look real. The people were so nice. We always have a nice time in Utah. The people are all just exceptionally sweet. The airport is the Chick-fil-A at airports, okay? You know, in Chick-fil-A, everybody trying to help you, right? Everybody wants to be sure you don't need anything, and they're all using good manners, and it's just a wonderful experience. At least our Chick-fil-A is. The Melenders run our Chick-fil-A. It's perfect. And so this is how I feel in this airport. There are people even just walking around, and so if they see you like you're trying to find something, they'll ask if they can help you with something. And like, these are employees. The airport employs these people. And so if you're looking at the sign, and I guess they're kind of walking around, keeping an eye, they think you're looking at it, you know, a little too long, or they'll say, hey, can I help you find something? Or absolutely sweetest. And then one day we were at lunch, a group of us, was there 8? 4 and 4. I think there was 8 of us. And we got ready to pay out, and some nice man in the other room had paid for our whole meal. And he was already gone. We couldn't tell him thank you. They said he wanted to remain anonymous, but y'all were just having so much fun that it made him happy to hear y'all in here talking and having so much fun. And y'all, this is 8 people. It was an Italian food place. It was nice. I mean, you know, entrees were $13, and so it was, I mean, it's not like he, you know, bought us 2 hot dogs a piece either, which would have still been super nice, but this is a big tab. And he was already gone, and we just said, can you please tell him if he's a regular, how much we appreciate it? And the little waitress said, well, I'm not sure he is, but I'll let them know if he is, you know. Like, we were just shocked. It is the nicest place. So if you ever get a chance to go to any Stitch West event, come on. And then Primrose Cottage has added, like, they're having their own little Stitcher treat. And I say little, just, I mean, to me, they're little, unless StitchCon is big. And so, like, even though Stitch West, I think we had 200 people, but at StitchCon, there's 300 people. So I don't know how many they'll let in this first time, if they'll be able to start out with, you know, 200, or if they'll just start out with 100. We haven't looked into all the details yet, but I bet if you start watching, and I haven't got to watch any Flosstube since I've been back, they were also there. They were just so sweet. I, however, was dying of thirst the whole time I was there. My skin, I'm like the oiliest person in the world. My skin was just sucking up lotion. So there's definitely a different climate in the air. And I've been thirsty ever since I got back. Maybe I'll get rehydrated someday. But what I wanted to do today was just kind of start going through the bag that I brought back. The one I'm holding in the cover photo. Now, when I got home, I unloaded everything and just loaded the rest of it into this bag. So everything is in here together, mayhem. So this is just gonna be cross stitch chaos in here. So we'll start with the ridiculous thing. 2 extra bags in case anybody needed one to put their smalls exchange in, which I had so much fun. I'll show you a picture of that in a minute. This was our little mug rug from Julie last year. I took it, and Patty made me this amazing stitching mat, and I don't have my little scissors and everything in here. They must have slid out. We'll have to look for them in a minute. But it has, a lot of people you'll see at retreats have these. And so you have the little sticky thing here. You can put your threads or anything on that you're using. You can stick your needle in. I think there may be even a little, I don't remember if there's a magnet in here somewhere or not. There probably is. This little thing, a little tiny ort tray, sticks to here. We also used it for our, one of the things we made with our Shepherd's Gift, our, you know, project, what had beads on it. And so we all used our little ort tray at the table to put our beads in. So it's super handy. I have a little scissors in here and some other things that I must have slid out in this bag. And so it just kind of keeps you all together and kind of organized at your table. Her gift, her table gift, Patty, one of the table gifts to all of us, was she made us a big ort tray. And she makes these, and they are amazing. I don't use it this size for orts, but like if I'm stitching on a tray table or something, or even on like a big table, like my dining table or anything, I will use this here. I'm gonna pop it up so I can see. And it's just a bigger ort tray, and she puts the snaps on it so it turns into a little, you know, crate like this. I put my scissors and things like that in here. Oh my gosh, and I forgot my tail tucker. I know that's a tongue twister. I said tail tucker, okay? That Jennifer made. I think I have my card in here. Either way, we'll find it. If not, we'll do it next video because it's amazing. I put it in here and little things like this. So it keeps it all together. So then when I need to pick everything up, like if I need to pick it up in a hurry, like all the kids come in or something, I can just do it like this and then put it down in the project bag and zip it. and I don't have to, everything's still together when I want to take it back out later. So these are amazing, absolutely amazing. Let's see what else in here. Oh, now this was one of my table gifts. I had an extra, so I'm gonna show it to you. Now Julie made us these for these year before I told you I was gonna make these. And mine are very primitive, but I thought they might want to put a sticker on here, a Stitch West sticker or something like this, or they want to write it on. I didn't write anything on it in case they decided not to use theirs for Stitch West and wanted to do it like a friend's book, or like somebody said, send it to their grandkids or something like this with pictures in it. I thought I put this on here first to put cards in, because you get so many cards. People will come by and leave them on your, even if you miss them, if you're there when they come by, they'll give you, a lot of times they have a card with their gift that they come around. And some people remember, get themselves together and have gifts for everybody, okay? So you get lots of cards. So I had extras of these to put in more if we wanted more of these. You can put pictures, you can put names and addresses. I haven't filled out any of mine yet. And then this, so if you needed to leave a note for somebody, if you wanted to make notes about things that you wanted to remember on the brag table or because I'm old school. I have it in my phone, but if I can pick this thing up and go, oh yes, it was so-and-so at the such and such vendor, she was a such and such vendor, and it was called, that's much happier for my brain. So, now Patty bought me this, and I don't know that I have the card where it came from. I don't think I do. She bought me this at one of the vendors, and I just think it's so cute, and it's amazing. So they said, you can even use it for gift cards at Christmas. I'm just thinking it's amazing if you're going somewhere and you need something small to stick your driver's license and a credit card and a little bit of money in, a little bit of cash in, and stick it in your pocket, or use a little small carabiner clip and put on your belt loop, whatever. Strap on the strap of your bag, if you have like a tote bag and you're going to the beach or something. And then this is fabulous. So it's by Joyful Stitching, and their card is probably buried in here. I don't know if we'll find it today. We may have to do this in a series, okay? Because that's how much fun and stuff you get at StitchCon, at Stitch West, and at StitchCon. But these are from Stitch West. Now I did stitch, the one stitching I got done that I'm fixing to show y'all. Every year at StitchCon, they have a little thing like this, and it has a pattern on it, and I'm not sure if this is free or not, so I'm not showing it. Oh, but I just used the little top of this, and they had one, I'll show you for the 2024, that is also similar, and it was like a long line. So I used that one and finished my bag for StitchCon. And I bought the bag at StitchCon, and I wanted to be sure I had it stitched before I went. So I just set myself down on Wednesday when I was feeling not so fabulous, and got it done. So this was and it's a Sue Hillis, and so she made this beautiful design. Look how cute that is, last year. And the 2024. And so I decided to use this one instead. I'm not sure if I'll go back and add the birds. I'm thinking not, but I started it at StitchCon. The reason I started the StitchCon bag at Stitch West. So I'll have it ready for StitchCon this year. Because it was, supposed to be easy to see. I thought I could stitch it on the plane, but the plane was like this. So everybody was on top of everybody. It was so crowded. It was completely full. There was not an empty seat. And so I did not get stitched. But there is my bag all finished. And I love it. I used a little button instead. And because I was one off here, right here, I was able to just squeeze my initials in right there instead of putting them down here or somewhere. So I'm so excited about having that finished. So that's a happy thing to have done. And so that was that was about all my stitching progress because, well, y'all know I'm social. And so I was getting to run around and talk to everybody and visit everybody and see everybody. And, okay. And some of these have tags on them. This is from Sandy. And on Instagram, she is Scrapbook Sandy. Like this. And this is the level of adorable table gifts. I mean, it's amazing. She gave me this because she had extra and she's just super sweet. But I told her to watch for it today. And it will be back here on the display. Isn't it adorable? So, I mean, there's, and you just wait, they just keep coming. This one is from, was this yours, Lori? I think this one's from Lori. Yes. And so I think it was hooked on here and here. But she had all these adorable little strawberries, which I don't have any of these, I don't think. I have a big one right there that was a Christmas gift. But look at this little thing. And then there are these little little bees. People brought little bees by. Oh, yeah, and he flies. I don't know if y'all can see him like this or not. There you go, maybe. He just rolls around. He's so cute. Okay. Then Frenzied Freckle came by to see me. And she had this, and this is just amazing. So cute. She has, which y'all know I love me a pony black needle. It has pony black needles in it. It has these adorable little cutters that, look how cute they are. And literally, I just want to keep opening them and shutting them because I'm an infant and I can't stop myself. And then they have these little zippets from Lady Dots, and they are little zipper pulls. I hope that'll focus where you can see them. Look how adorable. All that was in this adorable little case, which I love because these are, I don't carry my big case sometimes because it is my big stitchy box. Patty was able to get hers in her suitcase. I was so crazy paranoid about my exchange gift getting smashed that I put it in like a giant, like a Tupperware kind of a, container. So it took up a lot of room in my suitcase, but I didn't want it to get smashed. I don't have a hard side suitcase. My suitcase is soft sided, and I know, in theory it shouldn't crush down that much, but I was just really afraid to gamble it. And so I put it inside a Tupperware, and so I couldn't bring my big stitchy box. So I will be able to use this and just put some of my things from a stitchy box in it if that happens to me again. So fabulous. Now this was our gift from Stitch West, and I do not have one of these, and I have been wanting one of these. And look, we got the ruler tray. Look at that. And then I don't know if you can see all the little inside of it. It's so adorable. So when we went to sign in, we got our little name tag, and then, which mine has my name like I'm getting in trouble. Denise. Like when my mom's getting on to me, right? But I turned it over and wrote Niecy Lynn on there because, but I love this. I just absolutely love this. And so when you got your name tag, this was there also. They have a sign up for you to do massages, which I should be more normal about, but I'm not. Let's just face it, I'm not. And these, I think, are all my little extras. I took extra pieces in case I could get time to make some extra little books like this, but I didn't get it done. There was no time. I was having too much fun. I should have saved that poundage. My bag was fine though. It was just 42 and 45. Sorry, y'all. Ugh. I'm off all meds right now, so. My kidney functions have always been perfect, and they came back this time. My rheumatologist was not happy. So he called and said, stop the meds I give you, you need to stop those. And he sent the things to my other doctor. It looks like the problem may be on Porzol, which they put me on after my scope last year. And, but when I look, it says it is really bad on kidney functions too. So anyway, we stopped all NSAIDs, all, like on Porzol and all that. So, and allergy meds, because I'm trying to get my kidney functions back okay. And let's see, now we got Ann and Cheryl picked us up. Hello, Ann. Hello, Cheryl. And they had all the, oh, and that's not from them. That's a surprise. That goes to somebody else. I have to put that over there. Woo, I like to mess up. And she had, look at this. Y'all are going to die. Ann does everything and does it well. She had knitted us all, Patty and I, these little birds. Look at that. It is the most precious thing. And then she had, and there were 2 different ones in 2 different bags. Patty and I just, you know, we didn't even look because we knew everything from Ann is fabulous. And so here's Old Glory. Mine's done in a flat, but this one I can put in my tray. So I love this because, like I said, mine is a flat and I stick it onto that metal container. So I don't have one in here. I usually leave it in the other room. So there's not one in my dough bowls or anything. So I love this. So thank you, Ann. And she tatted me something. Look at that. Oh, I got it bent up. Hold on. There we go. Oh, it's still bent up. Behave yourself now. It has been in this bag, riding home and everything. So I love this beautiful, beautiful tatting. And then, did these come from Cheryl? No. These came from, hang on, I'll tell you in a minute. My brain will get to working. But this is the other thing that came from Ann. Y'all haven't even started in this bag. Have mercy. We may have to do this in 10 videos. This just had me shook because this is what you see in museums, okay? And she made this. And it's amazing. So here's this beautiful little beaded strap here. Tiny, tiny little seed beads. And then it's a little crocheted beaded bag. Isn't that the cutest, most impressive thing in the world? I mean, I'm like, I hope y'all can see how perfect and incredible that is. Isn't it amazing? Y'all, there's nothing Ann can't do. If Ann and Patty lived side by side, I'm pretty sure they could take over the world just because they could make anything. I was just shook. And Patty had one too in her bag. So we were just like, oh my gosh. It was crazy. Crazy. So we had such a fun ride because we were there with Ann and Cheryl, so they knew, you know, they could answer all our questions. What's this? What's that? So they could answer all our silly questions about what everything was. Let's see here. Okay, we got little spoolies, is what I call these, but they are great for brushing out your stitches. If there's any little lint or cat hair, or if they are looking like you want to smooth them out, some little spoolie works fabulous. And look at that. Incredible. Okay, what else do we have in here? Okay, now this, and Patty showed up and she had made me this. Isn't it beautiful? She is always making the most incredible things. So it has a thread bed, which y'all know I am plumb addicted to these. I cannot live without them. I have to have one in every project. And if you don't have one yet, I guess you can make them. I'm sure you can buy them, but because you can put your little extra threads down here and then hold your needle. I mean, everything in here. You can put your counting pins. My ones that are really long, you know, like big projects, I put my counting pins in here. So I have them right there. So I can, you know, when I need them, they're right there with me. These things are incredible. And then this little tiny orchid. Thank you, Patty. She always makes the coolest things. And oh, hang on. And look at the zipper pull even is next level fabulous. I don't know, is it gonna show up? It's a little honeycomb and a little, oh here, if I was smart, I did on this side, wouldn't I? Here we go. A little honeycomb and a little tiny bee. How adorable. So that was from Patty. Like I said, I'm just digging stuff out as we go here. All right. Here we go, here we go. Okay, now I won this, which I accidentally bent putting it in the bag. But, you know, they have, like, they call winners for, you know, they draw so many names for winners. And then the vendors have donated these. So I won the little Bluebell mini bag. And these are Mad for Plaid, and they are by, it's So Emma. You can always get them through the Fat Quarter Shop, but L&S's are carrying them now. Shepherd's Bush had so many of them. But this one is Bluebell, and it's the mini plaid bag. The one I stitched for StitchCon, the red and white one, is just a project bag. So this one is mini bag, mini project bag, mini bag, and then that one is just project bag. So that's the big one. And it had this, which I accidentally bent, putting it in my suitcase, I guess. This pattern with it, the Buzz by Shepherd's Bush, which I don't have and have not done. And this is the stinking cutest thing. I love it. So I can't wait to get this one done. These are just so, they're so addictive, and you can stitch them in the car. I think that's one, for me at least, our roads are not compatible with stitching on even 32 count, 28 count. Yeah, I can't. And it's maybe not the road, maybe it's just me because I ain't new anymore, but okay. And like I said, y'all, this is gonna be absolute mayhem. I'm just gonna start pulling things out in crazy town order. Okay, because this is from Christie's, and Christy is Salty Stitcher Designs, and this was one of her patterns that I don't have that I really, really, really want to stitch. And there's her website, and look at this. Now this is done on Gary's Green fabric, and it is fabrics by Stephanie, yes. And it is so beautiful. I love her. And then look at this. There's a bonus pattern in here of the two ones face to face. I think it's just beautiful. And then, so when I saw Chrissy working on this design, you know, we get to see it ahead of time sometimes because she loves us. And so when we Zoom, sometimes she'll have a little surprise, which is wonderful. And so I was just the whole time. But look at, these are cottage garden threads that are stitch it with. I'm thinking I may stitch mine on blue instead of the green. I thought about the green at first, but I'm thinking I may stitch mine in blue. But look at these. So beautiful. And it's stitched on 28 count. It's 156 by 271. I will probably do mine on a smaller count because finished it is about 10 by 18 and a half. So it's pretty good size. But I just fell in love with it when she showed it to us in the beginning where she was stitching it. And all the beautiful colors. So that was from Christie's booth. And I also got her mom and her sister. Her mom has been making project bags, and her sister makes scissor fobs, and now she has an Etsy shop also, and all these beautiful things. But on her Etsy, she makes the most fancy, gorgeous crocheted purses that, I mean, they're incredible. So she does these also. And so I had to get the little Flambingo, as the girls always called it. And when the girls were little, I fell in love with the Flambingo. because that's what they called it. And one year at Halloween, they were both dressed up like flambingos. And so I will never forget that, and it made me so happy. So her mom had this bag, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta have it. Must have this bag, must have this bag. Isn't that the cutest? So that will all be going in together. I will have my, and she had these already pulled, so I could, go ahead and get it like this. And so this guy will be on here. And then they will all be in this bag. I said, it has the little thing. It is just fabulous. So I loved it the minute I saw it. And I will get to meet her at StitchCon. So I'm super excited. So that was one thing that all went together that I loved. And now some of these are table gifts that people, there were people at my table or that people came by and left because they're just amazing. And this is from Lori. And we got to meet Lori and know Lori well. And y'all, to say I was shook would be the understatement, because Lori made 200 of these and passed them out to every person. She had this huge bag. We're coming in, and what is that? And she has 200 of these. She has literally stitched this for every person at the retreat. Amazing. You'll meet the most amazing people. The most amazing people. And now this bag is for my friend Susan. Hey, Susan. And I think Lori also. Lori, are you the one? I think Lori lined her mesh bag, which is a whole other thing we're gonna have to get into. And then so Susan brought this, and it has, of course, my friend Susan's Canadian, and so she brought, and I've got them upside down, Canadian candies that are different. Her little bag had those. It had spoolies in here, and they're like cute, fancy spoolies. My spoolies I have for for your eyeshadow, and to get the clumps out of it, they just black and just plain and But these are so fancy. She put Burt's Bees in there, which we all know I'm a lip gloss girl. She had these beautiful pens that I have not written with yet. She has, look at this. I'm gonna put it on here so you can see it good. This is Silks for You. Look at that. And it is called, it's this, it says 03 Silks for You, February 2025 Silk of the Month. But it is the most gorgeous thing. And she put Kleenex, a nail file, which the nail file you need continually for some reason. A flosser, which I'm gonna hold it up here so you can see it. Not a flosser. No. Threader. Floss threader, not a thread flosser. And then she had a little Post-it notes in here. And it was all peachy themed and just amazing. Okay, I'm trying to keep some sort of normalcy going here as we go, but it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Oh, now we talked about, I'll show you this real quick, because we talked about table gifts. No, exchange gifts. We're talking about table gifts. Before I forget to talk about exchange gifts. Not now. Why do I want Wi-Fi calling right now? Okay, here is the top after I got it finished. So I did Chubby Bird by Jeannette Douglas. What is this telling me? I know I haven't done my puzzles yet, and I did my Duolingo. I took the acorns out and just put some little buds in there because I didn't want it to look fallish. I wanted it to look more springish. So, and then did I have anything muted like that to go on the inside? No. And I just stained up the outside with wax after I painted it kind of a sand colored. But I did have this bright. So it's paper lined and then it's got paper accent lining at the top. And then, oh, here's the lid too. So you can see that. I don't know that you can really see the color of the side very much, but anywho. But it was so fun to make. I loved making it. It was just so fun. So that was my smalls exchange. It has to be like 6 by 6. And then I put candy down in there, and then I put the colors that I used to stitch it with. So it was some classic Colorworks, and so I put them down in there on top. And a postcard with my home county courthouse, the Waxahachie Courthouse. It is so beautiful. And so I wanted to put that in there because, you know, I'm proud of it. Okay, now. This one I think is from, I think these were from Michelle. Okay, Michelle and Karen, I hear y'all screaming, but I think this is Michelle that made these. And she had these that she had made, all these little, and she said her friends keep greeting cards and Christmas cards and all these sorts of things. And then they bring them to her, and she makes floss drops with them. So I was just amazed at that. And so one of those goes to somebody special. And one of these is for me. She had an extra, and she said take an extra. And I said, oh, I'll give that to somebody special at home. So then we're going to get in, okay, we're pulling this out here. Okay, now this was some of my vendor shopping. Oh, and this was also in our little, they came and passed these out, and they fit right in our little tray. But look at this thread keep. I love it. I love it. And now when I use one of these, or I use one of these, I think I've told y'all before, I use some kind of a little tag like this. These are the cheapest ones I buy. Sometimes I have the car key ones that are a little bit more expensive. They have metal around the edge. But I put this on there and put Chubby Bird, so I know what floss goes. So like after I film, sometimes I have complete chaos. And so then I don't have to sit forever looking, what does this go with? What does this go with? I can just look at the tag. Makes it much faster. And I need all the help I can get, and we all know that. Now these were From the Heart Needle Art by Wendy, who I got to meet. And I've stitched her things for so long, and she is the absolute sweetest thing. And I saw these and I love them, and I'm gonna show them. Okay, let's see, where's October, November, December. We're gonna go September, October. Okay, so I'll show them in the little groups that I think I'm going to stitch them in. So here is September, and this is called September Cottage, and it's, oh, there you go. I've got it upside down. There we go. This is a September Cottage, and it is 108 by 72 high. And I'm going to stitch it on a smaller fabric, probably 36, and that'll make it 6 by 4. And I'm just thinking, this is just something that's rolling around in my brain. And then the October, this is the October Cottage. And then this is the November Cottage. Now, what my brain is thinking is I want to stitch these this way, side by side by side, like I did these guys. How I did these guys all side by side by side. I want to do 3 months at a time. And it will be a little fat, you know, look more like a tuft than like tall, and then it'll be fat and short like this, right? But I'm thinking I will love that. I saw these and I was like, oh, I love these. And then that idea came into my noodle to do them like that. So then will be July, August, and June. If I was smart, I could probably hold these like this. Hey. But then you can't see them good. I don't like that. So here is June cottage. Here is July cottage. And here is August cottage. And I'm thinking I may, these are beautiful, these side little outlining stitches, you know, like the band. I may make my August smaller so I can put these on the top because they're so beautiful. That's probably catchy about to come in. And then this is May, April, and March. So here's March cottage. Here is April cottage. And here is May cottage. So cute. And then here is February cottage. January cottage. And December cottage. So that would be my winter one. So I would have a fall, winter, spring, summer little tuft poof looking thing with all these. But she was the sweetest saint, and I was so excited to meet her. Like I said, I've stitched her things forever. And there are there's like we take things and switch things. And so on the shares table, like you take things that you stitched or like this, and then, or some people will bring you things and say, hey, I know you like this, do you want to stitch this? And because you're just gonna share them, you're not stitching them again. And so you just trade out like this. Some of these are old, some of these are new, but these were so cute. And I think these are, hello, he is here. Oh, and you got that balance back, woohoo. Are we gonna go out and ride a little bit? Yeah, are you gonna ride around the house till then? I'm nearly done. You gonna ride around the house? You wanna come say hi? Not yet. Maybe in a little bit. Maybe in a little bit. You better go let mommy up. Her gonna go get her exercise on.
Be good for sure. Be quiet. She's feeling it.
Say, I'm always good, Mama. Aren't you? I'm always good.
I got you.
Can you throw her some sugars? So sweet. Hey, we're gonna go outside in just a minute, okay? But the door to the toy room in there is open too, and your dinosaurs are on the pool table. You haven't got them in a bit. I moved all of that stuff out of the way so you can get to it easier. I had built a barrier, y'all, to keep my shark lock, my vacuum from going the other way.
Love you.
Say, love you, Mama.
Love you, Mama.
Love you, babe. See you later.
Love you. Thank you.
Thank you. But I think these are on 1, 2, 3 stitch now. I'm not sure if they re-released them or not. If not, they will be coming. But I have had one of these before, but I couldn't remember which one is in my stash. But this is so dang cute. So they're the alphabets, Lizzie Kate alphabets. So like I said, there's just all manner of fun things. What, baby? That what?
That present bag.
Oh, Pat just set it down there. I don't know why he put it there. We need to fold it up and put it in the bag of bags, don't we?
Why?
Well, that way we'll have it if we need a big bag again. Because that needed a big bag, didn't it?
For what?
Remember it had your suitcase with all your cars in there? Your car suitcase? And it had your big giant water gun in there. And then the cars and stuff too. And your clothes. So there was so much stuff we needed a big bag, right? But I don't know why Pap set it in there. I'm not sure why.
Is there more stuff in there?
I think it's empty. You can pull it down and look, but it's empty. But yes, you can pull it down and look inside there, absolutely. And some little things like this that I have never seen. I thought this was so cute. Like I say, people bring these. It says, it doesn't say the year on this. I don't know that I have ever seen this anywhere. Let me see what it says on the inside. I don't see a year on it. But so there are things that like you don't see anymore that come and get on the share table. So then, okay. Let's just go into, okay. We're gonna go into purchases because, you know, I'm taking up too much time. And yes, I save my birthday money. I save because I love to shop with Patty. You know, I shop by myself. But when I'm there, I get to shop with Patty and we, you know, it's just so much more fun to shop with your friends. So I save up all my birthday money and everything. So on this, I think was our second trip, maybe. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Those got in my suitcase by accident. Mother's Day cards and another card. Like, how did you get in here? Now I bought this at Shepherd's Bush, and it does smell just like wedding cake, but it's, like I said, a lip balm, and we all know. Okay, so you had to wait a minute, buddy, because Pap said you had something on you. That you got something on your fur, so I'll have to come out and wash you before you can come in, Bubby. Sorry. And then, okay, I've got to get these going in the right direction. Let's see here. This goes with, because I saw something there that I had never seen before, and it made me so happy. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna show you, if I can find it. Nope. It's right here somewhere. Okay, we'll come across it in a minute. We're gonna try to figure out how to do this. So I bought bags. Because sometimes online bags are hard to find. Even our bags, oh, you got your puzzle pieces. Those are fun. So I bought bags. Jade and Bluebell big bag. And then
Blue Bear big guys. This Blue Bear.
Oh, Bluebell, this is the name of that color, Bluebell. And it's a big bag. Does that sound funny? Bluebell big bag. And I bought a, what is this one? A Jade, this one Jade big bag. And a Olive big bag.
What's in here?
She's about to go through them.
To what?
To show all our friends. We're going through this step right now, right? And then I got little bag. I got a very little bag. And then I'm gonna show you, because I got to meet this lady and she was just super sweet and kind. And of course, I met her by digging through her stuff, talking to a friend, and I was digging through her stuff. Then I was like, oh, because I was thinking, you know, but it wasn't either one of my friends' stuff. It was somebody sitting next to them. And I was just digging through somebody's stuff. And then she said, oh, she won't mind. And of course, then I started going like a raccoon on crack, you know, because this stuff is stunning. I had never seen it. And she was the sweetest. Then she came back while I'm digging through all her stuff. And her name is Kim Deal. And if you're a quilter, she has all these fabric lines, which, you know, I'm not that skilled. So here's her name right here. So if you're a quilter, you probably know about her fabrics and things before. Well, she has also made some designs for the mesh bags. Look at that. Y'all, I just like, oh, angels were singing. I mean, and then here's the little chicken. And she has several more coming out soon. Oh, I got the chicken sideways. What is wrong with me? Why is my chicken sideways? Okay, here. There we go. Okay. And the colors on it are amazing. They're all Moldanis. But I'm gonna see, okay, it's published by So Emma. So, there you go. I got the last two at Shepherd's Bush, and they were two different ones. So I started to feel bad about taking both of them, but then I was like, well, they're not the same, so I don't feel so bad. I did still feel a little bad. But they are amazing. just amazing. So I can't wait to get this. So this one, some of the big bags are for these. Okay, and that was in here. Okay, y'all, if y'all could just see the mess I have on this table. Somebody probably sent help. Okay, here it is. Okay, so I got the little red bag here. And here is this design, which I'm sure probably everybody has seen, the flag design. So cute. But as we're standing there looking, Shepherd's Bush has, so I'm gonna try to cover this up. Okay, here, no, I can show it this way. See, right here and right here, these little tiny smalls. So this is just this pattern, you know, done on small. And then this is a different pattern, but it's on the back of these. These patterns have the mini on here. So they have, Shepherd's Bush has a finishing kit for the littles. So it is $11 and it has all this adorableness in it. So cute. And so all you need to purchase is the pattern. This is the fabric and everything for the pincushion, and the fob is in here. So for my, I think for my table gift at StitchCon, I'm going to do my red bag with the flag pattern on it. And then part of what's inside it will be these two smalls. So I was so excited when I saw that. But they have them to go with nearly all of the, it's maybe probably all, I didn't see all, but of all their patterns for the bags. They have finishing kits for the little parts. So, and it's, I felt like $11 is very reasonable because I didn't have to go try to run down, you know, the beautiful chenille and all this. So I was excited. I love that. I was so excited about seeing it. And now let's see here. Now we're getting here. Now I'm going to show this because, and that was, it is they had it laid out. So it's a 2025 free chart, and I'm sure you can find it on Teresa's, on her, you know, on her Instagram. You could probably get there through her Instagram, through her YouTube, through any of these ways. But this was a free chart that she offered at a Nashville chart. And it is cute. When you look at it like this, so cute. Y'all, one of the ladies was stitching this. And it was absolutely gorgeous. So once again, this is one of these things that, especially because it doesn't have a cover photo, you know, you may not be like, oh, I don't know. Don't hesitate. This thing is so cute. And she had the lady done, and then she had done the flowers here. And then she was just filling in, which is genius. If you're going somewhere like a con or to a retreat, or, you know, anywhere that you're going to be talking, they had that outline done and the flowers done. And so then they were just filling in all the space while they were talking. So I loved that one and wanted to be sure everybody saw it. Now I grabbed this one because June, July. Oh, because it's patriotic. I don't have this one in my patriotic. I don't know that I'll put the July up there, but I don't have this patriotic stitch done. And we all know I love me a patriotic stitch. Absolutely do it. And so then this one is June, and it says Bee Buzz in June. It is so cute. So I love that one. And I got one more stocking. I wanted to buy a stocking while I was there. And you know, I was gifted 3 stockings a couple of weeks back. And I was like, okay, but I wanted to buy a Shepherd's Bush stocking when I was at Shepherd's Bush. So it was kind of silly, but I couldn't stop myself. And so I love this one with the reindeers and the black work at the top. And little reindeers at the bottom. Sorry about the glare, guys. There you go, maybe. I mean, he is so cute. And y'all, they have every one of these made. And then they have a little, like a little holder with all these patterns in it. And so you just look for the name. And then if you want it kitted up or whatever, they will hook you up. I mean, literally, Terry and Tina were there. I was like, you could ask for anything. I asked for weird things, and other people were asking for everything. And they would just literally knew where every tiny thing was. And even the things that I couldn't quite say, I said, you know, it looked like this, and it was on this background, and they were like, oh, yeah, let me see if this is it. And they'd go get, is it this or this? So they could even read my kooky brain. This one is Hive and Home. And it was another one that I'm like, this is a drum. This is a drum for me. How adorable is that? Can I get home in more than one? Is this? No, okay. Oh, hang on. We've got Hive and Home, Hive and Home, Hive and Home. Oh, okay. So it gives you the difference for the framed pieces also. So it gives a totally different breakdown for, so you have, you know what to get for each one. So whether you want the framed piece or this piece, I just can't resist it, but it's definitely going to be a drum for me. Oh, and this was the other bag one. It's so cute. And look at that, Thankful. Isn't that cute? Okay, that. Okay, those are that. Then this little scissor fob. And y'all, they had all these scissor fobs made. All these scissor fobs. And I just thought this one was the sweetest. And of course it has all of this little thing. So it's kit and it's ready to rock. All put together. Now, there's the Mother's Day card that is for Grandma Billy that for some reason went with me to Utah. I don't know why. Look at this little tag they put on our bag the first day. Or maybe this was on our kit. No, we had this colored ribbon on our shopping bag the first day, and then this, I think, was on our kit. Or maybe I had it reversed, but I don't know. This is adorable. And just a little extra. And now for the July and the June, they had little cuts of fabric that was ready for this. So these were sitting there, and these little cuts were sitting there right beside it. I mean, so easy. Thank you, because we all know I struggle. And this is a little flag tag. So then I thought I'll make this little tag and put it on my flag bag with the flag pin cushion and flag scissor fob in the inside. You know I can't resist a complete ensemble. I mean, let's be honest. But isn't that the cutest? And then it has all the little things in there. Oh, you're making a big old thing. And now, I won this. Maybe this is what I wanted, not the buzz. I can't remember. I think I won two things though. But anyway, I know I won this. And I do not have this one. These are the ones that I stitched and we, switch out at Mom's. And she would switch them out herself. She said she's not doing that anymore, so, we'll switch them or whatever, but she doesn't tinker with things like that as much, it is the way it is. And so I love this one though, so I will get it stitched. I love these. Here's another one that you can stitch in the car or somewhere that is, and they come with all this in there. These bent creeks are just fabulous. And so, and see, let me show you this. You can do the whole, they have like a patriotic and a summer and a fall and a winter. down there at the bottom of this little tree. So that is a wonderful thing from Big Creek. This I saw and I was like, I love this because it was in the Halloween section. So I knew it had to be, and then, because I could see it kind of part of it. And then this goes in there. So I have now this, and I'll put this on there. And it's Kathy Haberman, it's a hands-on design. And it says it's stitched on 30 count, and it's 30 by 30, so it's gonna come together super fast. Here again, this would be a fascinating, wonderful thing to make for a smalls exchange, but I think I'll probably have to hoard up this one for myself. But it says this adorable button right here is from Jabco. So just another button company has this button too, if you need it for another project or this. So I was so excited for this. Let's see, what else? What's this? What do we got in here? Now these were, okay, this goes in my stitching mat over here. See, I told y'all things got the wrong thing. And now I have these clips that I take on me because I took Dr. Maya Angelou that I stitched for Mama. I took it and I just put it on my board, you know, my showing board. I just stuck it on there with the clips so I didn't have to worry about being framed or anything. But then Patty had these in her thing and I was like, well, I've never seen this. These are much longer and flatter. So these are super cool, but I've never seen these. And look here. Oh, and this, okay, not so many things. This little laying tool is amazing. So you can just poke through and straighten things up. Another little needle minder. Look at this. Y'all, all do you like this one? Will you go in there by Sugar's bed? And you know that little, it's a gold little box. It's real small. Remember we looked at it the other day? Will you run grab it and bring it in here? Thank you. Because we need to tell people about it. It's fabulous.
What is it?
Go on Sugar's side of the bed, and it's on my nightstand. It's just that little metal gold box. Now this is from Frazzle Freckle, and I was just like, oh my goodness. Hold on. This is, okay, I think I already showed you what was from Brooke. Maybe? Did I? Oh dang, y'all, it's raining. We may not get to ride our bicycle. So, okay, okay, y'all, I'm getting all off track. I have Brooke's number in here with this. So we got the bag, and then we got piece. There you go, baby. It is so cute. Perfect. Thank you so much. You're such a good helper. You want to tell everybody good morning?
Good morning.
What do you build over there?
I'm trying to make a new engine.
Oh, okay. And I'm gonna try to hold this up in front of something so y'all can see. You know what? This will be the best. Okay.
Because this one is an old engine.
It's an old engine. So this is at the top and this is at the bottom. This is called a thread tail tucker. And it is by Jennifer. I think I can hold this for y'all can read it. She's pins and spools at Etsy and pins and spools at Gmail. She's sweet, she's super sweet. She's my friend Karen's niece. And she was just adorable. But I'm gonna tell you, this saved me numerous times already, because on my, y'all know I'm the queen of thread chicken. Well, maybe Nell might win over me, but I love me some thread chicken. So then when you get down and you're like, eh. So I was able to run this through, and it even it worked on the bags, and even the big bag. So I didn't think it would, but it did, because I thought, oh, that's gonna be too, course it's gonna be too bumpy. So I didn't think I'd be able to slide it under. It slid right under, and then I could take this tail and I could take this hook and grab my too short tail and pull the too short tail back through, and then just zip under the stitches, and I was saved. Now, let me tell you who. Told me, I think it was, no, Karen. I think Karen told me this, and I think Karen gave me these. I think I've got it reversed in my brain. These are Karen's. She told me she just uses a little piece of floss, and she runs her needle up there with a little piece of floss and then grabs that other tail through and jerks it back through. I don't know that I'm that coordinated, but I love this thing. So you can get one. They were, is it 20? I mean, it was very affordable for how much I've used it already. I've needed this my whole life. And then Hope, this little pen pillow. Oh, dang, I can't show that part. Let me see. I want to show you this. Okay, here we go. I got it now. So this beautiful chenille and the finishing fabric is in there. So I have to be careful with that sometimes. But I wanted to show this little thing we made. This was part of our other project that they went through and showed us. You know, we all made this together that night. And it was so fun. I love making things all together. I'm seriously contemplating doing like a monthly craft club or something with people, because I like making things with people. But you made this little scissor fob, or zipper pull, I guess. You could use it for either, but I think it's supposed to be a zipper pull for your bag. It has little sheep on there. I need to cut my little ends and fray check them, but so I left them raggedy till I got home. So I'll cut them off and then fray check them. But it was so fun for all of us to be sitting there and making it at the same time. So this is what our little bag was in here. Let's see what kind of mess I've got in here myself. And then we put all our little tags on here. All our little floss on the, they had this ready. These were the instructions for our little zipper pull, and then it was tied up with this. And then anybody at my table I don't think had the two same quotes, and so there were all these fascinating and sweet quotes tied to each one. So all that was down in this bag, and they passed them out that night before they did our class, and we got to ask them questions and you know, find out that they had been there, I think, 41 years, and that the and I can't remember which one of the girls' grandpa had owned it, and at the time it was being used as a blacksmith shop. But I think her cousin was an architect, and he came in and said, you know, it'll be fine. You know, we can sandblast the walls and the floors and everything, and get, you know, all this smut off here. And it's just a fabulous building. It is beautiful. And the fact that it's been with their family for so long, I love that even more. So, and how they, you know, how they got to doing it. So that was wonderful. But that was our gift, well, not little, it was our gift from them. And then they came and, you know, talked about it and led us through making the beads, and even had us all look at it and see if we had any questions and things like that before we left. Okay, now y'all, I've still got half a bag stuff here. I'm thinking we probably better cut off and come back to the rest of this. Oh, maybe I'm not too bad. Yes, I think we better because we're going on long. So I'll put these on next week. I've got some more stuff over here, and yeah, we better do that next week. But I have had so much fun showing y'all all the fun things, the gifts we got, we shared with each other. You get to meet each other and get to know each other. It's just so fun. And then you, I see, you know, I saw, well, see how the rest of my stickers are down here. But I saw Carol, I saw Steph. Let me see who all, oh my gosh, I saw so many people and I don't think I can pull it all up on here. Just tons of people that I had. So Dottie, Stitch and Scotty Dottie. I mean, Sherry was there. Both Sherrys were there. Sherry M and Sherry F. Her husband was there with his bicycle. It's just so fun. And somebody asked them, why do you want to go? You don't know all those people. And they were like, no, we do. You know, even if we just see each other twice a year, you know, Sherry's EMT, Sherry's husband rides bikes. Sherry's husband's got a new bike. So, you know, hey, how is she? And, you know, the new bike. And so you really do. You get to know these people and just feel so connected with them. It's such a sweet community. If you come for the first time and you don't know anybody, I promise you a table will take you in and you will feel like you have known them or been kin to them your whole entire life. It's just amazing. I got to see Donna and Diane again. Donna got my smalls exchange. I got Tina's. I think y'all saw the picture of it on Insta. It's here. Oh, it's in this other, it's some of the rest in here. So we'll go over that next time. So I'm gonna jump off of here and Kathy and I are gonna see what we're about to do, right?
What we're gonna go do.
What are we gonna go do?
Play.
We're gonna go play. We're gonna go play. So y'all have a happy Friday, a great weekend, and enjoy your stitching. Bye.